Everyone, this is the fifth session of software engineering. Okay, important topic according to your syllabus. Book I will get it from school within 1 to 2 days. So I will send the soft copy of that also. The topic which we are covering today is evolutionary model. Evolutionary model is a combination of iterative and incremental. This means if a question comes for evolutionary model, after writing about evolutionary, you have to explain iterative and incremental model as well in a short, but you have to explain all the three terms in your answer sheet to score full marks. Okay, so evolutionary model, software development model, is a combination of iterative and incremental model. What is incremental? Yesterday we studied that in incremental model we are cutting the problem into pieces and developing all modules, or we can say cutting the dividing the problem or a software development process in a module, and all modules are separated and not separated in sense that all modules will work or will be developed separately, and at last we are going to collaborate all things to develop a final output. So same thing, incremental and iterative we are using. This model is best suited for software development whose requirements keep changes with time. If you look at the diagram, you will find that version 1, that is first type what the software has been developed. Then after the requirement of the customer, we have upgraded the software. Same like WhatsApp, first version, second version, we are keep on upgrading our face WhatsApp. Same thing here also. Evolutionary development divides development cycle into smaller incremental model, since it's a combination of that. Okay, software products is evolved with time, means it will keep on increasing its functionality with time. Okay, since feedback from user, why this is happening, that version 1, version 2, it's keep on evolving or getting upgraded, or advanced features are getting added. This is because since the feedback from the user, we are taking feedback from user before planning the next stage of the software development. We are going to upgrade version 1 to version 2 or version 2 to version 3. Before that, we will ask the customer or the end user what they want to be in the software. Based on their requirement, we are upgrading the software and providing to the customers. Applications, evolutionary model, what applications we have. This model is used for large projects like Coca-Cola company. Okay, they are running many things, so they also need softwares. They are managing their product in almost all over the world, so they also need software. That is a very big project will be. This model is used in large projects where we can easily find modules for implementation. Okay, we can this model is used for large projects like Coca-Cola, where we can easily find the separate modules. Like incremental, we can separately develop the modules, and at last we will join everything and create a whole software. That is the first point. Means second point is evolutionary model is commonly used when user or customer wants to start using coarse features instead of waiting for full-fledged feature. Suppose for a school management system, I am creating a software. I was instructed to create a software. I created a software where basic functionality is working, but still I have not added that design, some look and feel to the software. We have a very text-based, or it's very simple and like we can say a black and white TV like structure, like a very basic software, but it's not containing any advanced feature, advanced designs in that. So if that is also not available, that is not an issue. A customer wants to start with the core features instead of waiting for the full-fledged features. Same like version 1, WhatsApp, what we received and what we have right now. If you compare 7 years or 5 years before WhatsApp, what we were having, we will find that that was the core service WhatsApp was providing. Now WhatsApp has evolved a lot with the time, and features are getting added. Okay, that is actually second point means evolutionary model is also used in object oriented software development because the system can be easily partitioned into units in terms of objects, same like incremental model. What is it? Object oriented programming. Hope you all have studied in Java or C++, 7 or 8 or 9. Object oriented programming means we are creating object and accessing those features. So in object oriented, what we are doing, we are cutting the module, that whole problem into small modules, and developing or coding the modules separately. Same thing evolutionary also is also used in same thing, that model, evolutionary model, that cutting into pieces and use developing all pieces, all modules separately, used in the that same concept we can use in the object oriented software development, because the system can be easily partitioned into units in terms of object and in terms of objects. Since evolutionary model is a combination of iterative and incremental, so if a project or object oriented programming software development is based on evolutionary model, then it's very easy to cut or to make modules, different modules of same problem, and we can develop every module separately. Advantage of this, what is that advantage of evolutionary model? An evolutionary model, in evolutionary model, a user gets chances to experiment partial developed software, same like WhatsApp. What I said, version 1 when it came, we got the chance to use the software. After some time we again changed the features, we again asked for some more features. So first point is that evolutionary model reduces the error because the core modules get tested thoroughly. Since we have given the software to the customer, they are using according to their need. If they find any issues, they can report to the developer, and developer can rectify those issues. Disadvantages: sometimes it is hard to problem into several versions that would be acceptable. It's not acceptable, it's acceptable. It's wrong word is just correct in your notebook also. To the customer, which can be incrementally implemented and delivered. See, sometimes it is hard to divide a problem. Same like incremental model, we can't use incremental model in a small project since it's very difficult to divide the problem into small pieces, and many disadvantages was there. Just go through yesterday's topic as well, it's interrelated topics. Sometimes it is very hard to divide the problem. Okay, sometimes we can't develop a software by dividing it into smaller or a mini module. Okay, into several, we can't develop a software in a several version would be acceptable to the customer, which can be incrementally implemented and delivered. This means that suppose in the government website we have, okay, then what will happen? They opened a website for any exam, any portal, their website they have launched for accepting the application for any exam like UPSC exam. Then what will happen? It's a big project, many students are going to post. Or suppose leave that, if Aadhaar card related website we have, okay, and we need to implement that within leave this example as well, and suppose we have a corona related application like Ayush, it's developed, it's launched. Okay, sometimes we can't wait for the feedback of a client or end user. We need to create the problem, instead of creating a several version like corona app what we have, okay, Ayush app, we can't wait for several version. We have to implement everything on the by the same time, and we need to give it to the end user. That is, if it is not possible, then So in this situation we can't use evolutionary model to develop a software. Okay, thank you.